What if I told you the biggest threat to your crypto gains just got eliminated overnight? And the same government that once hunted Bitcoin is now about to hand you the greatest wealth transfer in modern history? In the next 5 minutes, you'll see the laws already signed, the ones about to pass, and exactly how they turn your portfolio into a multi-generational fortune. Welcome to Generational Wealth, your pathway from knowledge to legacy. We don't chase pumps. We build empires that last lifetimes. Let's get into it. Everything changed the moment the new administration took office. Within days, President Trump signed the executive order titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology. Translation: the silent war on crypto banks, Operation Chokepoint 2.0, is officially dead. Banks can now serve crypto companies without fear of regulators shutting them down. That single stroke unlocked billions in fresh capital that was sitting scared on the sidelines. Then came July's historic Crypto Week in Congress. The flagship bill, the Genius Act, was signed into law on the 18th. This is the first real federal framework for stablecoins. From now on, every major dollar stablecoin must be backed 100% by cash or treasury bills, audited monthly, and follow strict anti-fraud rules. The vote wasn't even close. Over 300 members of the House, including dozens of Democrats, said yes. Stablecoins are no longer the Wild West. They're now the safest on-ramp in crypto, and the market has already rewarded that certainty with explosive growth. At the same time, Congress used the Congressional Review Act to kill the IRS DeFi broker rule for good. That insane regulation would have forced every decentralized protocol to spy on users and file tax forms like a traditional brokerage. It's gone. DeFi breathes free again, and your yields just got a permanent green light. But the real fireworks are still loading. The Clarity Act already passed the House with nearly 300 votes and is waiting in the Senate right now. If it becomes law, and momentum says it will, before the end of the year, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and almost every major token become official digital commodities under the lighter touch CFTC. Not the SEC's securities hammer. No more endless lawsuits. No more fear. Exchanges get clear registration paths, and fundraising for new projects gets massive exemptions. Spot ETFs for Solana, XRP, and others suddenly go from dream to done. The Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act also cleared the House and blocks the Federal Reserve from ever issuing a retail central bank digital dollar. Without explicit permission from Congress, your privacy stays yours. And Bitcoin keeps its crown as the only true digital gold. States are moving even faster. Texas already created America's first strategic Bitcoin reserve. Wyoming is launching its own fully backed stablecoin. More than a dozen others are drafting copycat legislation. Sovereign and institutional FOMO is real, and it's just getting started. So what does all this actually do to your money? Regulatory clarity is the single biggest risk killer in crypto. When institutions know the rules are friendly and permanent, they deploy capital at scale. We've already seen $21 billion flood into Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs in the first quarter alone. Stablecoin usage is exploding because people finally trust the peg. DeFi total value locked jumped 20% in a single month after the broker rule died. Your Bitcoin and Ethereum allocations just became core portfolio holdings instead of speculative side bets. Your stablecoin yields are safer and higher. Your altcoins and Layer 2 plays have a clear path to spot ETFs and mainstream adoption. And if a US Bitcoin reserve ever materializes, something the president's own working group is actively studying, we're talking about a supply shock that could send prices to levels most people still think are impossible. Bottom line, the era of fighting the government is over. The era of riding with the government has begun. Position accordingly. This isn't politics. This is policy creating the biggest tailwind crypto has ever seen. The smart money isn't debating if it's real, they're allocating before the rest of the world wakes up. If this lit a fire under you, smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. For trending topics and actionable crypto insights, visit our website at generationalwealth.biz. While you're on our site, visit the shop and grab a free copy of our Generational Wealth Crypto Blueprint and Beginner's Guide to Altcoins, absolutely free. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only and not financial or investment advice. Crypto is volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research.